Amari Cooper's situation has me baffled because there's a part of me, I wouldn't use the word washed. That is incredibly strong, and I don't think that's applicable at all. He's not washed.
He's only 27.
But he's not quite the same. There's also a part of me that wants my own youngster, and maybe Elijah Moore's that guy. But, I don't know if somebody had it over the week, maybe Friday. I saw something about the finances of Corey Davis's deal that I really didn't quite know until I saw it on Twitter the other day. If the Jets cut Corey Davis after next season, after this season, going into next year.
The coming up season.
Yes, if he's not on the roster in 2023, then it is very, very minimal the impact. It's only a couple of $1 million dead money hit. It's very, very doable.
Yep.
And part of the reason why I was a little reticent to do this with Cooper is because I'm thinking, Corey Davis has some money, and you got to get this, you got to get a tight end, you got to do some other things, spruce some things up. And I don't want to be married to all those contracts for a guy that I think is good in Cooper, but no longer great, if he ever was great. When I saw Davis's numbers, I'm much more open to it. But I need your honest football opinion. Is he still the player that he was, that is, whatever his apex was?
Who, Corey Davis?
No.
Oh,
Cooper. I feel like he's not quite that guy.
Well,
is he?
So the problem, I think, in Dallas with Amari Cooper is that the team got more diverse, right? When he first got there, they were desperate for a deep threat. They hadn't had one since probably I'm trying to think of the last really deep threat.
You mean theoretical deep threats?
Yeah,
Right. Anderson was deep. I was at the game when he caught a 91.
No, I'm talking about Dallas.
Oh,
I'm talking about Dallas.
They drafted what was the kid who was a top 10 pick? Not a kid anymore. Did he go to Clemson? And they drafted him. It was a sloppy draft pick. They drafted him 8th or 9th, and he flew.
Yeah.
But he really wasn't an impact.
They haven't had
Did
one.
he have a hyphenated name? What was his name? Or what is his name?
Can't remember.
Either way, he was a speed merchant who didn't really develop.
Exactly. So they haven't had one in a long time. So when this trade happened for Amari Cooper, it was like, oh, really, Dallas? Amari Cooper? He's not. I mean, Oakland can't get anything out of him, or now Las Vegas. They can't get anything. What are you doing? He actually was exactly what the Dallas Cowboys needed at that time. He had a big season under Dak, and it just felt like this guy, he's going to be explosive for the rest of his career. The challenge was he started getting these little nagging injuries that derailed a lot of last season, and you don't know. There's just a question mark on whether or not he can return to form. Now, the way you motivate a guy, and then he got paid after that one season, as we all remember. The thing you don't know is how money's going to motivate a guy. So he's about to get cut. So he's going to, forego this $20 million salary I think he has coming up, and he's going to save money on the cap for the Cowboys. But he's only 27 years old as well. And, he wants to be back improving it again, just like he left when he left Oakland or Las Vegas. And so I can't put my finger on how great he's going to be or what his projectability is going to be.
What's his worth on the open market? What's a number that you would feel secure paying for a guy at this stage? Everything you just said about Cooper.
Probably 12.
12. I could do 12.
Yeah.
I'm
not doing 18 to 20, which is what the top end is.
I wouldn't do that either.
And what he got before. And it's great. It was only 2 years ago. And it's like he deserved it then, but why doesn't he deserve it now?
There's a thought, Dallas will try to trade him, which means you would assume the remaining couple of years on his deal. No, I don't think anybody's going to trade for him. I think if any team's motivated to trade for somebody, it's going to be Calvin Ridley more than Cooper.
Because he's younger and still a lot of
He's not that much. I think he's the same age. He's not younger. Calvin Ridley's been around a couple of years. But I think Calvin Ridley's just a little bit better. And I look at the enticing possibilities with an option – an offense of a Zach Wilson, for a young kid with the second-year OC and the same staff and an Elijah Moore and a Corey Davis and a Michael Carter and an offensive line and a Cooper.
Yeah.
And if you find a tight end, I don't want to turn my back on that, but
Cooper's older than Corey Davis.
Corey's what, 26?
They're both 27, but Cooper's about to be 28.
Okay. Cooper just feels older.
Yeah.
He feels older. I think the Jets should be in the Cooper conversation. I think they will be. And I'll say one thing. Something that Joe Douglas has proven to be very adept at is structuring deals in a way where when you get ready to get rid of somebody, it's not punitive at all.
No.
As per the Corey Davis deal that I just met, and others.
Because he's going to
offensive lineman.
Because if they bring in Amari Cooper, he's going to need a new deal. You're not bringing him in as a 1-year rental.
No.
So he's going to need a brand new deal, and it's not going to be $20 million a year like he's making for the next 3 years if he stays in Dallas, which is not going to happen.
No chance.
So if you can get him at a bargain, absolutely.
Give me a word to describe what the Jets' level of interest should be in a Cooper union.
The challenge is there's so many good wide receivers in this draft. There's a lot of them, a lot of good corners as well, by the way.
Yeah.
And so, if I'm the Jets, it's probably much lower than what we're talking about right now.